This is a Virgo reading. Part 1 is going to look at the 1212 portal and its message, and part 2 is going to look at the general Virgo reading that would like to come out for a group of Virgo out there. So Virgo, the 1212 portal reading has to do with the Knight of Swords, abundance, Prince of Discs, and interference. So what I see for this with this set of cards, Virgo, for a collective in general, is that there is a need to act upon whatever has been interfering in your life so far, and there is a need with the Knight of Swords and the Prince of Discs to take actions on whatever it is you're thinking to bring the abundance you would like to use to counterattack the interference, the blockages that has been plaguing your life so far. And abundance can mean different things to different people. It could mean finances, money, prosperity for some. It could also just mean a sense of well-being, a sense of healthy spirituality, and just good health in general for a different group. I just saw 1111. All right, Virgo, so there is a need to, whatever it is you're thinking, to take action on that so that you can counterattack, counterfeit the interference that has been plaguing your life so far, and bring yourself into abundance or closer to abundance depending on where you are on your path. Okay, so this is the general 1212 portal reading, and your Virgo cards that came out is the Tower and Art. So what I am getting with this Virgo, I do get that the decision for some of you out there, for some Virgos out there, will feel like a tower. It will feel like something will need to completely crash. It will feel like something will need to be a bit abrupt here. It could be a decision and you act on it, and this brings you to abundance. This brings you closer to abundance. So either a crash or an abrupt decision that has to do with something more beautiful, something artistic, a choice. It could be a change in a certain field related to interests or career here. I do see decision pertaining to that, and I do see this is the level of interference for the group I am reading here. This is the level of interference here, and this is the abundance, something that has to do with art, that has to do with a field related to beauty, cultures, things of the world, something that is a bit broader, and it can be in terms of your interest or in terms of your career. So further we do have Eon, Strife, Peace, Princess of Cups. So an adjustment as bottom of deck, and there is a special card as well here. So what I get with this Virgo is that this part of your life has been this part of your life where you felt there was a lot of interference. It felt like there was something that was beyond your control, and you needed to find meaning and make meaning out of it. And this meaning has to do with art, and art will speak to different Virgos in different ways, so see how that works for you. But what I see with 1212 portal, there is something around strife that has been overcome, replaced, perfectly healed, and now there is peace in this situation. We've got the Princess of Cups, which talks about something more sensitive, something more emotional, something more artistic, something more dealing with more yin energies and feminine energies. And there is a need for you to look at this now, and there is a need for you to kind of make an abrupt decision or a quick decision, or just make a choice on something here. With art, the Eon, and Princess of Cups, something feminine, something of the yin energy is calling you, and this is one of the ways to kind of step out of interference and go into a feeling of more abundance. And for others who have been on this path for like years and years and years, this is the way out to kind of get out of the interference and get into either a feeling of abundance or abundance itself. All right, so there was an adjustment that took place in your life, and it was something around destiny, that energy, that thing that you couldn't control, and it wanted that side of you out. It wanted to bring this out, and there is a decision for you to make now. All right, so this is the 1212 Virgo portal reading. 12-12 Virgo portal reading. I'll just put this away and let's get your Virgo message, general reading. Four of Swords, the Chariot, yes, Six of Pentacles, and bottom of deck is Six of Cups. It is tying into what we've said about the 12-12 portal reading for you. The energy of peace is here. There's no more interference. There's no more turmoil, being plagued by something, being controlled by something, and having to deal with something that is bigger than you here. And this Chariot is relating to that Tower card that we've seen, an abrupt decision, a very direct decision, like I think and I act, that has to be taken and moved forward with. We did see adjustment in your other spread, Virgo, with the 12-12. This is the adjustment card. This is the balance card, bringing balance, because I do think there is something quite direct, quite deciding and acting on it that was not done. Possibly you couldn't do it as well, because I do get a situation where you were very, very stuck. And with the Six of Cups, it is relating to that art card, that Princess of Cups that we have seen. There is something emotional, sensitive, of the soul, of the spirit, of the arts that has to play out here. And for many of you, there could possibly, it could be possibly tied to somebody here, and doesn't have to be for all, of course. But all in all, I do see something quite deep, ancient, that played out for you. And there is a need for you to, you possibly know what this is by now, especially for those who have been in it for like, for many years. So there is a need for you to kind of take it ahead, make a decision and take it ahead. All right, it has to do with the soul and the spiritual as well, and possibly related to somebody else as well for some of you. And we do have the Hierophant as the bottom of deck, so talking about something highly spiritual here. Here's the Tower again. So that's confirmation for you, Virgo. And the Devil. Okay, that's the interference. That's the interference card that we've seen. And the Hangman, and bottom of deck, yes. Okay. So two things are coming with this. So something needs to crash with an attachment that has to do with that interference. Okay, for some of you this could just mean you were kept stuck. There was a part in your life that was very stuck, and there is a need for you to kind of get rid of that and make a decision and choose something else for your life. And for others, I do see you need to make a decision here as well with regards to a role that somebody else as well played in that. Was it something heavy? Was it something toxic? Is that part of what you need to move away from as well? Is that part of what needs to crash as well? Because with this Hangman, I do get something very stuck, as we've said, but also a different perspective. Okay, with this 12-12 portal, then this different perspective that you have received, that you are receiving, should be helping you to make decisions regarding all of that. Analyzing, not really analyzing, making decisions, as we've said, with the Knight of Swords and the Prince of Discs. You think it, you act upon it. So there is a lot in this reading. Let's try to get a couple of more cards to close this reading for a Virgo collective out there. Queen of Pentacles. So you're back to your own, that's you, that's Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. So you're back to stability, you're back to being able to just think and act. This is how you operate. You think, you act, but this part of your life for some reason didn't allow you to do that, but now is the time for you to do it, should you decide to do that. Six of Wands, there is victory awaiting for you, but it has to do with this sharp, it's not even analysis at this point, sharp decision and moving towards that, and for many, not looking back. Yes, 10 of Cups and bottom of death, and we do have also the King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so for many of you, you would need to choose and understand 7 of Swords. You will need to decide whether whoever you were dealing with at this time was a King of Cups, who is somebody that will possibly help you move forward in the choices you are making, or were they more somebody relating to the 4 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords that is very, very stuck and not going anywhere, turning round and round, turning round and round in cycles and circles. Okay, so for some of you, this is the person here. For others, this is it. So this is quite good. There is hope here. Here there is no hope. I just saw 11. And a Queen of Pentacles will go well with a King of Cups, no matter how difficult the situation could have been and still is. But a Queen of Pentacles with a character presenting as a 4 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords, this is not going anywhere. This is very stubborn, not very evolved, and not being very willing to evolve here. Okay, and the cards that came out for you, so Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. For many, there is love in this situation, but you need to see with your with the person you're dealing with here. We have 2 types of people here: King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. You see collective where you are with that, but this is what I am seeing for the group of Virgo I am reading for here. In their power, on them, like in themselves, in and of themselves, going for what works, going for what is competitive and successful. But also when it comes to love, it is something that is very conducive to the Queen of Pentacles, and it will work better with those dealing with a King of Cups and not the 4 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords. All right, so overall, Virgo, death, there is a transformation that is needed here, and the transformation that is needed for you has to do with that I think, I do. Sharp decision, you act towards that, and for many it has to do with never ever looking back. Virgo, I thank you.